I like to tell people the story I give is that I switched sports. For me, the experience of blowing glass really translated well and trying to perfect a craft. And just like on the field, where we're trying to perfect the craft of baseball through repetition and muscle memory and those kind of things, that was my first kind of connection to the material itself, was through this sort of obsessive, compulsive drive to perfect or try and learn this craft, this very difficult material. That was 22 years ago, 23 years ago now. In a simple way, we're basically taking sand, silica, soda lime, several other ingredients. At its basic level, we're essentially superheating sand, okay, to a melting point of about 2,400 degrees Fahrenheit, so 2,400 degrees Fahrenheit, and then to make it a liquid, and then bringing it down to a working temperature of about 2,100 degrees Fahrenheit, which you wouldn't think 300 degrees makes that big of a difference, but it really does. And that's what we work the material at. What I love about this material is that it kind of hovers in this gray zone. Is it a solid? Is it a liquid? It acts a little bit like both. What I find interesting and what I teach my students is that, glass is happiest when it's a liquid. That's when it's most stable, actually. When you think about it a little bit, yeah, okay, that seems simple. When you drop a piece of glass, it shatters, right? Well, when you drop a gob of glass, it just thumps and it stays together. So, when we're in the studio, we get to work with the material when it's at its absolute happiest state. I'd like to say that I have a very regimented process, but it's pretty asymmetrical. I'll use my sketchbook. I'll go into a design format and then bring that to the studio. Oftentimes I kind of have a vague idea, but then use the studio as the sketchbook. I think prototyping and experimentation with, it's almost like a structured improv. Like you kind of know where you're going with it, but then the material might tell you something. There might be a happy accident. Usually one thing leads to another thing leads to another thing, and the practice that I involved in is sort of an ongoing research where I rarely get the thing out of the oven and say, this is it. It's like I get the thing out of the oven and say, okay, now what's next? And that's kind of how that works with me. What drew me to glass is, one, it requires teamwork. So this connection to community and to a reliance on others to make something work. I'm a people person, and I like the energy of the glass studio where we're feeding off of each other, and whether I have my assistants helping me or whether I'm helping somebody else, we're all invested in the success of this thing that we're making. And I find that so inspiring, and it really drives everyone to want to do well. I like working with others. I like collaborating. I'm inspired by the energy that students bring to the classroom and to the hot shop. It keeps my energy up as I age. When I'm in the studio with students, it feels like coaching, okay? It feels like coaching. Essentially, you're inspiring students to have the confidence to do something they never thought that they could do, or to interact with something that seems a little scary at first. And as a coach, that's what you do. You try to inspire students to have the confidence to take that first step. And then once they take that first step, it's typically a snowball effect, and you can't get enough of it. So I couldn't make something like the bomb pot by myself. I think that's pretty obvious. You know, in baseball, you each have your part, but it's not one person on the field with any team sport that's gonna win the game, if you will. So without the assistants being just as invested in the work as I am, it's not going to come together. I would say to get to where we were with that team for the Bomb Pop, Santi has been a student of mine for a couple of years now. Ben was a student of mine and now has graduated and is getting into his own career in glass. So we're looking combined in that studio at least 6 to 7 years of experience just with my assistants, and then tack on another 20 plus with me. It takes a while. It's not an overnight thing, but I guess you could say that with any craft, with any material, you kind of, once you start something, you can't stop. So there's the adrenaline junkie in you, in me at least, right? That's the anxiety that keeps me hyper focused. It's almost like if I don't have that fear, if I don't have that anxiety of if this isn't done, it's not gonna, if we don't finish this now, it's not gonna make it. That keeps me focused. It's like the world quiets. It's a way, I love those moments because I could see as a viewer, maybe it's, wow, that's too intense. But when you're in the moment, everything goes away. That's when my mind's the most quiet. I don't have to think about, is there bread in the fridge or whatever in that moment, It all comes back when it's done. But in that moment, that's when my mind is quietest. And I think that for me, that's another, I guess, part of this process that I am drawn to. I guess the training that we do, or the repetition to get a technique down, you just sort of let that take over, and you have to trust your hands and trust what's going to happen. Does it always work out? No. And I guess that's the not high stakes part, is that the studio isn't necessarily going to go away. Hopefully I can come back and try again. But, I don't know. It's those moments of intensity. It's the moments of perceived chaos, looking in, that when you're in it with the team, knowing everybody's on the same page, I'm getting chills talking about it, knowing that we all know what's going on and knowing that everybody knows their place and their role in that moment is just the highest high that you could have. And when that thing does come off at the end and go into the oven, it's like the best drug.